Welcome to the Bruce I. Howell Library Education Building. This building, I believe, was opened in 1988. I believe construction was completed in 88. And we're here to recognize an historic event in the life of Wake Tech. We've invited you all to be with us today to make an announcement about two very special people, Harold and Shirley Brenner. They lived in Cary for many years and were well known for their interest in helping young people achieve their dreams. They had a particular affinity for Wake Tech, learning about our programs and courses offered from their niece Mabel and her husband, President Emeritus of Wake Tech, Dr. Bruce Howell. Sadly, the Brenners are no longer with us. Shirley passed away in 2004, and Howell passed away last year. In his will, however, he left a truly remarkable bequest of $500,000 to the Wake Tech Foundation to provide scholarships for students. The Brenner's gift is the largest cash donation in the history of the college. Let me tell you about why this is a transformational gift for Wake Technical Community College. Number one is the size, but number two is its focus. I see Dr. Howell's hands behind that focus, working with Hal and Shirley on this, because the target audience for these scholarships are students in our programs that are 1 year or less in length for one. Now, why is that important? Many of the programs that are less than a year, students don't have access to many sources of financial aid to take those. And the second is that the focus of these scholarships, what the endowment will create, is in areas of our technical and vocational areas, such as welding, such as heating and air conditioning. On a day like today, I'm sure you want to get inside where the heating and air conditioning is, and other similar technical and vocational programs. That's huge. Welding is a particular area of interest. So we are being transformed. We, Wake Tech, our community college. It will, depending upon interest rates, it will create as many as 40 scholarships a year. These scholarships will help deserving students meet their needs, financial needs, and in our technical and vocational programs, the employment future is very high for those students. I want to particularly thank Hal and Shirley. I attended back in April a memorial service, and I was so impressed. See, I didn't know them. I spoke a little bit and told them a little bit how this gift would be transformational for Wake Tech. But when I heard family members talk about Hal and Shirley and what they had done and how they befriended so many people around the country, because Hal was national sales director, I believe first for AMP Electric and then later for Tyco Manufacturing, actually a worldwide international company. So they traveled all over the country and chose to retire here in Wake County in Cary, and through the latter years of their lives, they helped countless young men and women and were fun people. That's my biggest takeaway from it, was that they were fun people to be around. So I want to thank them for remembering the college in such a generous and thoughtful way. And again, to Bruce and his lovely wife Mabel for their involvement in telling the Brenners about Wake Tech. At this time, I'd like to introduce the chairman of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Jim Perry. Please give him a round of applause.
Sometimes the chairman gets to do fun things, and today is not only fun, but it is indeed exciting. On behalf of Dr. Scott and the entire Board of Trustees, let me offer our sincere appreciation for this tremendous and important gift that your family has made to Wake Tech. The scholarship the Brenners have endowed will have a profound impact, as you heard Dr. Scott say, on the lives of hundreds of students and their families for years to come. They have set an example of generosity and forward thinking that inspires all of us, that should inspire all of us, and the gift will be a lasting legacy on how they will be remembered and their impact on this community for many, many years to come. And now it is my pleasure to read a resolution that the Board of Trustees made on behalf of this gift. And if you'll bear with me, I'll read it. Somebody says you can take a 10-minute speech and turn it into a 30-minute occasion. But this is very important, and if you would listen, these words have significant meaning not only to this institution, but we hope to the Brenner family. Whereas Mr. Harold Hastings Brenner and his wife Shirley Evans Brenner endeavor to help young men and women of character pursue their dreams. And whereas Mr. Harold Hastings Brenner has made a transformational gift to Wake Technical Community College through his estate, and whereas this gift will provide scholarships to assist students pursuing a diploma or certificate in a technology-based program at the college, and whereas these scholarships will enable future generations of Wake County citizens to gain valuable skills needed to transition them into the workforce, and whereas these scholarships will have a long-term positive impact on the lives of Wake Technical Community College students, their families, and the community, and whereas the College Board of Trustees and the college president on April 19, 2011 did express our sincere desire to recognize Mr. Brenner's legacy gift to the college and its impact on future generations of students seeking to improve their technical skills and transition to the local workforce. Whereas the College Board of Trustees named the second floor of the Bruce I. Howell Library as the Harold and Shirley Brenner Learning Commons on April the 19th, 2011. Now therefore be it resolved that Wake Technical Community College goes on record as expressing its deep and abiding gratitude and appreciation for Mr. Harold Hastings Brenner's transformational gift to this college and its students, and that this action be part of the minutes of the Board of Trustees with copies to the family of Mr. Brenner, the media, and to the archives of Wake Technical Community College. So Bruce, if you would come forward, I'd like to present this. If you and Mabel please come forward. I'd like to present this resolution to you. It comes with heartfelt and sincere appreciation for Wake Technical Community College. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now a moment we've been waiting for, if someone will help to unveil the plaque.
I would just like to remember Shirley Evans Brenner and Harold Hastings Brenner. They came to Cary to retire, but he continued to work for many years in a scaled-down version and would scale back a little each year. And Mabel and I were their primary caregivers for years and years. And we talked about the value of education and the needs And he said, what are your most pressing needs? And I said, our most pressing needs are in what we called at that time the vocational programs. I said, we don't have problems placing those people. We have problems getting them enough money to go to college. He said, we need to take care of that. So recognize Richard Vinegar from Sam Johnson's office, who is the attorney for the college. Over the years, I introduced Hal and Shirley to the Johnson, Hearn, Vinegar, whatever law firm. And over the years, the donation kept growing until it reached $500,000. And so, to them, they were very special, are still very special to us, and will always live on through their generosity. Now, you've heard the college say this is the largest gift thus far. I hope others will step up and match it. And I hope that there'll be those who want to exceed it. Because sports records are made to be broken, and so are major gifts. So perhaps the person that's going to give the next $550,000, $750,000, or $1 million to the college is seated right here. So I encourage people, we have never had a greater need than we have today for skilled tradesmen. If you don't believe it, you call when your air conditioning breaks down and see how long it is before you get somebody out there. Or call for a plumber, and you name it. Try to get your car fixed, and we'll work it in within a week. But these are programs that they believe in. I'm just glad that our family could have had a small part in seeing that this gift came to this institution. And I'm extremely proud of the 23 years I put into it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Howell. I would be remiss, I see out in the audience retirees. I see Jerry Marples. I see the new chair, I think, of our Retirees Association. Jim, where are you back there? And I thought I saw Jane Rayburn under a hat somewhere. There she is, who took our foundation and built it. It is a great time for Wake Tech. Our college, those retirees that are here today, we're standing on your shoulders. We're walking and building on the foundations that you have built. Hal and Shirley, we're going to take this gift and help hundreds, maybe even thousands over time, young men and women learn how to really earn a living.